Hello, Facebook friends. It's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Monday, March 2nd. It is 5:03 p.m. Okay, so we are talking about thyroid disease a week ago. Something a little bit close to home for me. And I mentioned Epstein-Barr virus as a potential cause to trigger the onset of thyroid dysfunction. Now, we know Epstein-Barr virus causes infections. We know it causes infectious mononucleosis specifically. We all know that. Okay, so that's in the lytic phase. We talked about that life cycle where Epstein-Barr virus is active and reproducing and creating all its havoc. Okay, Epstein-Barr virus is a member of the herpes virus family. Its main target in humans are B lymphocytes, which are white blood cells, and the nasopharyngeal epithelial cells. So in your airway, it likes to find its way into that area. Okay, nasopharyngeal meaning all the way down the back of your throat. So right behind your thyroid, right? So it's estimated, hello Kim, it's estimated that 90 to 95% of adults have had a significant exposure to Epstein-Barr virus, enough to create antibodies, okay? So that means that you've had the infection and your body now has some type of immunity against that virus. However, most infections are basically symptomless, or the symptoms are so minor that you wouldn't necessarily contribute it to anything. Maybe you're tired, maybe you're a little bit fatigued, sleep a little bit more a couple of days, maybe have a very light, what you would consider a cold, but nothing that's going to make you feel like, oh my God, I have mono, right? Hello, Maite. But some people get a full-blown, I can't even function, and they know they have it. But for the rest of us, most of us have gotten exposed to mono, Epstein-Barr virus, and don't even know we did. Okay, the Epstein-Barr virus life cycle is divided into the lytic phase, which I already mentioned, and the latent phase. Okay, mono is the lytic phase, and the rest of what it does is in the latent phase. Now, past infection with Epstein-Barr virus infection is associated with Burkitt's lymphoma, which is a non-Hodgkin's type of lymphoma, Hodgkin's lymphoma, and nasopharyngeal and stomach cancer. Okay, now that's not to scare the heck out of you. That's just to let you know that that virus has been linked to those. And it's, I told you, viruses are nasty little buggers. Okay, in addition, many are starting to believe that Epstein-Barr virus infection can lead to allergic and autoimmune disorders due to the latent infection of the Epstein-Barr virus. Hello, Denise. Again, many don't believe in autoimmune diseases at all, okay? Meaning the body attacking itself. That this perfectly functioning human being's ability to do all of this, intricate stuff all of a sudden goes haywire? Okay? So, as in the case of thyroid, quote-unquote, autoimmune diseases, they believe that Epstein-Barr virus is present in the thyroid, and the body is actually trying to kill off or wall off the virus, and in the process of it's creating disease. Okay, so your body is doing what it's supposed to do. It's just fighting this virus, and it's creating all kinds of havoc in the process because that virus is where it shouldn't be. Okay, so this is probably true for other conditions now believed to be linked to latent Epstein-Barr virus, and that includes lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes, Sjogren's syndrome, and more. So all of these known autoimmune diseases are now being thought might be due to Epstein-Barr virus and other viral type infections remaining dormant in your body. And by dormant, they're not really dormant. They're kind of there doing something, but they're not creating active infection. Now, several mechanisms of autoimmunity have been shown to be involved in the pathogenesis of the disease. The pathogenesis is the malfunctioning process. Okay, so in lupus, 99.5%, so that's almost everybody, of adult lupus patients are infected with Epstein-Barr virus, which in and of itself means nothing, since I already told you that 90 to 95% of the population is also positive for Epstein-Barr virus. But listen to this. In young people under the age of 20, the prevalence of Epstein-Barr virus in that population is only 70%. Okay, they're not 95%, they're only 70%, but almost all pediatric lupus patients, that's 99.6% of pediatric lupus patients, are infected with Epstein-Barr virus. That's where you can see that there's a potential link between the two. Now, multiple studies show anywhere from 15 to 40-fold increase in Epstein-Barr viral load in patients with lupus over healthy people. 15 to 40 times an increase, okay? The study suggests that reactivation of Epstein-Barr virus from latent to lytic phase is the cause for the development of lupus. Okay, so again, we don't have cures for viruses, but is your body actually going haywire? Probably not. It's probably doing what it thinks it needs to do to fight off this virus, and in the process creating symptoms that are in different organ systems specific to wherever that virus is hiding out. Now, number 2 disease, and we've already talked about thyroid, but multiple sclerosis is another one that they're starting to believe is linked to Epstein-Barr virus. Similar presentation exists with adults with multiple sclerosis. 98.6% will also have Epstein-Barr virus, but in the pediatric patients, we see the difference. Only about 40% were positive for Epstein-Barr virus, but didn't have multiple sclerosis, where all 100% that had MS also were positive for Epstein-Barr virus. That is huge, okay? So making Epstein-Barr virus actually a prerequisite for adult onset multiple sclerosis. Now understand though that Epstein-Barr virus alone is not sufficient to cause the disease. It's not causative, okay? But it is definitely a contributing factor. So food for thought. Lots of scary stuff, because right now we're in the face of all of these viral infection fears that people are worried about. Influenza, coronavirus. I mean, herpes ain't no good friend here. Epstein-Barr virus. There are a lot of things out there, and we're going to talk a lot about things this week that are going to be eye-opening and possibly ways that you can help detox yourself from these particular viruses. Prevention is the key. Wash your hands. Wear a mask if you absolutely think you're going to be exposed to somebody that's sick. Otherwise, don't bother. But wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch mucous membranes where viruses can get into your body. They can't go through intact skin. But once you shake somebody's hands or touch something and get it on your hands, and then rub your eyes, rub your nose, rub your mouth, bingo. Okay? And it's not a good bingo. So, tag a friend, let them see this stuff, share this on your page, and tune in again tomorrow, because we are going to dive in a little bit deeper and expose this for what it is and give you some treatment or helpful options to help you get rid of these viruses, okay? So that's what I got for you. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I will see you again tomorrow for another Live in 5.